Welcome to the beautiful Grade 1 listed church. It's St George's Church in Arraton on the Isle of Wight. A place of prayer and worship for more than 900 years. A brief history. Arraton Parish Church is one of the oldest on the Isle of Wight and without doubt one of the prettiest. Arraton's parish was established during the Saxon period, one of the 7 parishes on the island before the coming of the Normans. The first church was established as a private chapel for nearby Arraton Manor. After the Norman conquest, Arraton was granted to the Abbey of Lier in France. Sundial up top there. This one's for Sir Leonard Thomas Worsley Holmes, for many years a recorder and representative of Parliament, the Borough of Newport, and the last baronet of the ancient family of Worsley. He died on the 10th of January 1825 at the age of 38. He left his widow and 3 infant daughters, whom the youngest, Isabella, within a few days after his interment, was consigned to her father's tomb. The window's blocked off up there. You got it. In the churchyard near this place, buried December 24th, 1731, Susanna, late wife of W. N. Griffin, vicar. Close to the wall, so is William Griffin, the vicar, 1732. Read that as you do. This tablet is erected in the memory of Sarah Jane, wife of Frederick Roach of Arraton, and daughter of Daniel and Dionysia Black, who died February 22nd, 1844. I think that looks like age 39. at this here. This is, if I'm correct, this is a knight fought at Agincourt. I'll write it down, obviously. It's possibly one of the oldest graves, if I'm correct, on the Isle of Wight. What we got? Yeah. With a dear and honoured memory of Charles Isherwood Burland, MA, formerly curator in charge of Arroton, the first vicar of St Saviour's at the Cliff Sanctuary, and Mary, his wife, and elder daughter of Charles. Smell as well. It's beautiful. Wow. That is different. We've got sacred to the memory of Robert Bell, Esquire, Stickworth. Born the 20th of April 1780, he died 4th of February 1841. And underneath, in memory of Charles Hawson of Stickworth, nephew and heir of Robert Bell, died in Shanklin. 7th of September 1871, aged 76. And of Christian, his wife, who died July the 30th, 1871, aged 75. And then we've got the memory of Mary Jardine Bell, relict of Robert Bell, Esquire, in Stickworth. She died July the 8th, 1850, aged 77. And underneath, we've got in memory of the Reverend Charles Augustus Holson, MA, oldest son of Charles and Christian Holson. Died the 10th of November 1859, aged 40. And of Olympia Marie, his widow, who died at Stickworth July the 17th, 1892, aged 72. And then to the dear memory of Charles Burland, MDFR, GS, eldest son of Reverend Charles Burland and Mary Olson, his wife, born the 18th of February 1861 and died 29th of June 1924. And what also we have here, we have these. This is piece here. This is part of the Saxon work. Must be, I think this window must have been replaced because there's another bit there. It's all part of the Saxon church. But this one is part of a dragon's head. Underneath the window, which I think is new. This one, to the glory of God, in the memory of James Ruffin Blake, born June the 30th, 1833 and died September the 19th, 1900. This tablet is erected by the inhabitants of the Isle of Wight as a mark of esteem for his outstanding energy and self-sacrifice to public duty during 40 years. And then we've got, let's start this side, then we've got the vicars of the church dating back to 1285. Yeah, this one's a sacred memory of Edward Roberts, Esquire. He departed life on May the 17th, 1831, age 38. Also his wife, Mary, who died at Cradlebridge on December the 21st, 1859, age 77. Edward Roberts, Esquire. 1810 looks like up there. Really can't read this. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Anway. Up in the 12th King's Own Regiment. This one was obviously the one that's replaced the previous one, but this one goes back, I think it's 12th, 13th century font. Let's have a look on the roof, on the lid. Look at that wonderful lid. I actually see the ladies this morning giving me the polish up. It dates back, if I'm correct, either Queen Anne or Queen Mary. The time it stood. Yeah, we got William Ruffin of Birchmoor, who died in May 26, 1757, age 73. And also Sarah, the above widows, who died December the 27th, 1772, age 80 years. Glorious memory of Captain Charles Seymour Pittis, MC. I think that's the 6th Battalion Hampshire Regiment Isle of Wight Rifles. The dearly loved eldest son of Seymour and Kate Pittis. Killed in action, April the 19th. Looks like 1917 actually, age 21. Thank you for your service, sir. How it used to look. Lovely craft work there. Jubilee, but it looks a bit diamond. Yeah, these are the stone remains believed to be of a 13th century font, said to have been unearthed in the churchyard. We've unearthed it in good condition. Here we have, it looks like Joanne Roberts Armiger, who died the 30th of May 1741, aged 53.
shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today.
Just been talking to a lovely lady there. She's church in New Church, so she said to me to go down there and check. What have we got here? Not very. It's a light is on it. This is Amelia, by the looks of it, the wife of William. April 31, 1831. The grave we have here is Oliver Cromwell's grandson. I'm not quite sure how about it, but I can find that out. I realised I've been filming with my lens out too far. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to get a lot of some of these because they seem to be so old. Oh, here we go. What have we got here? That's John. I really can't work that out. That could look like Whittingham or something. 19th day of March. About I can work out on that one. 1705. I certainly smashed my record today. My highest was 1765. Was this one here in itself is 1749. Berry. I couldn't imagine it being Barry. It looks like Berry. See, some of the names of the island here are so different to what they're known as now. In the memory of Henry. Not really. 1802, I can see. And this one must be something. There's a lot of stones, pebbles laid on here. Not sure what that's about. It's a shame that a lot of these are faded. You can't really read them that much, but we can only but do our best. Beautiful, the ivy's taken over. Just a few in there, 4, I think I can count them, another one down the back. Which you can't read nothing on them. I suppose that's the problem when you come to an old place like this. History's there, and unfortunately, the stamp of it is missing. No. This is what we can find over here. Not many pathways, so it's a case of try and work out the pathway. I tend to normally follow like what the hedgehogs would do, or the badgers, the foxes. They tend to make their own pathways. Yes. Yeah, I can't really show you some beautiful stones. You can imagine what they were like when they were new. Henry, 1791. Now, this is different. Rather small. Well, I say small, but can't really see anything on there either. It's so faded. Anything around the other side? No. No. That's a shame. Did notice this one as we were passing. Sacred to the memory of Anne, the beloved wife of John Roach, late of Arraton, and daughter of Richard and Anne Smith, aged 70 in 1838. It's beautiful. See what else. Beautiful little place, Arraton. On the outskirts, on the other side, it seems to be spreading out more, making better business. What have we got here? We've got in the memory of Elizabeth, wife of Charles Irving, Esquire, of Tobago, who died September the 27th, 1791, aged 34. Let's see if there's anything around the back. Oh, got something, but can't really read it. Hey, this is something what we see inside the concrete. This is some of the Ruffins. Mary, second daughter of James Ruffin. This looks like some more. This is James by the looks of it. This is James and Elizabeth resting side by side together. Like 1839 James went, and 1887. No, I can't see what that is. 1687. That looks like 18 something there. Not quite sure, but yeah. There's James and Elizabeth. It's nice to actually find the graves when the plaques are inside. It is actually nice to find them outside where they are, you know, so you can put one and two together. Well, you see, unfortunately, yet again, you know, they're fading again. 1815, by the looks of it, that one. 1837, I'm not sure. Now this one. This is being reproduced around about 2016, 2017. They redone the stone. It's in memory of William Reed, born in 1791 in the parish of Arraton. He died in 1880, aged 89 years old. He served in the Royal Artillery in the Peninsular War in 1812 to 1814, and he fought at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. And then he came home, back to the island, to be a shepherd with his wife and his daughter. Next to him is William Westmore and Amelia, age 59, died in 1894. Henry, 30 years old, looks like 1892. Well, this looks different next door. I've seen some views next door, but lovely lake or pond, nice greenery. Let's have a look. Excuse me. Oh, the church, absolutely beautiful church. It's possibly now the oldest church I've been to. I mean, there was one which is in another video in Northwood. Here we got. It looks like Sarah Bardell, 1898, June the 12th. And it could be age 5. Sarah Elizabeth, born the 22nd of March, 1803, and died March the 10th, 1891, by the looks of it. These are all lined up nice. Let's hope the writing's on the back. No. It's a shame. I think the nearest thing you can see of anything is like a ribbon on there. And some of the decorative on the top. It's a bit there, but 1888 I can make out. It's like it's got a bit of that moss. It's William Pittis, if I'm correct. I think we see his. So I'm wondering if this, I don't know, no. Lichens overtook all that. It's a shame. Someone's left a jumper or shorts or a scarf on this one. Yeah, again, it's a bit. Oh yeah, Alfred Butcher died at Rookley, November the 14th, 1901, age 40 by the looks of it. It's a bit weird how these are lined up like this. Got this here, but we can't really see anything on it. I suppose this is the thing when you come to something so old. It's Jacob Saunders, 1898 by the looks of it. Age 40 something. I've noticed how this place is all built around the edge. I'm wondering if there's an orchard or something before, or we've got some. There's trees being put down here. But it just seems so weird how it's in like a square or rectangle. Another one you can't really make it. Nature's taken over it. Yet again, there's another weird lineup. It's just, have a look what we've got over here again. Oh, we look. See him just go. There's a herring. How lucky was that? And also here we've got Thomas Pitt, 1883. His widow looks like 1911 at the bottom. Beloved memory of Seymour Pittis of Hale, died 2nd of June 1945, age 85. This is another one then from what we see indoors. Well, the big Pittis is a big family, very big business on the island. House sellers. George Pittis. I think that says 1925, age 21. If I'm correct, George Maywell. He lost at war, I'm not sure. Henry Wheeler. Died 8th of May 1904, age 62. Also Mary, his widow. December the 12th, 1930, age 86. Loving memory of Rebecca Kelway, died December the 20th, 1919, age 83. Yeah, a lot of the churches, they have the friends of, which help with their own volunteers. Well, no doubt is one of the ladies I met when I came out of the church. I can't read this much, but it's in loving memory of Sarah, the beloved wife. Also James, the beloved husband. So yeah, so husband and wife James, he fell asleep on July the 29th, 1923. 1906 by the looks of it for Sarah. Sad. William Pierce of Standing Elms, born 19th of February 1851, died 1st January 1903. You got, looks like Fanny Hannah Hunter Pierce, later St Standing Elms, born 25th of May 1861, died the 25th of October 1926. Interred at Brookwood. I'm wondering if that's the Brookwood in Guildford area, Woking area. Loving memory of George Blake Corley Way, Lieutenant of the Prince of Wales Volunteers, South Lancashire. Eldest brother of Henry Corley of Arrington Manor. 1898 died on the 1927. Also Henry Corley Way, born 16th of March 1867, died 4th of December 1948, and his widow Elizabeth, Frances Elizabeth Ruffin Corley, the Ruffins and the Corleys, 14th of August 18 something 6, died 5th of September 1956. Henry George Edwards, can't see much, 1859, I was born, and then died in 1883 by the looks of it. F.R. Braxton, pretty. Some of the craftsmanship of the days as well. You know, there's one good thing, if we can't read some of the writing, the craftsmanship has stood its time. Marion, wife of Reginald, like Blackroach. September 1890. Also Reginald as well, who died East Standing, 21st of July 1900. It's a nice little piece here, obviously no doubt that wall wasn't there when this was put there. Look at this beautiful Celtic cross. In loving memory, Joshua Reynolds, born in Norfolk, died at Brompton Road, London, 1897, age 56. Fanny Reynolds, you can't really see much of it, but that's a beautiful cross. This one looks quite legible. Another memory of Jeanette Mary, wife of George Knight of Shide. Shide's in near Newport on the Isle of Wight. He died October the 28th, 1881, aged 58. And also George Knight, who died at Shide March the 28th, 1904, aged 80. Can't read. There's John Knight, who died at Shide December the 27th, 1888, aged 29. And then also Harry, third son of George Knight, who died at Shide September the 10th, 1900, aged 36. And then, I think that looks like Fanny Knight. She died in Well, she died at the age of 78 by the looks of it. So that's the Knight family. Looks like they've all been kept together, most of them. Looks like there could be one missing, but... And what have we got here? But I have noticed certain places they've lost their metal railings, yet in certain places they haven't. And let's face it, they say it's for the war effort, but it never was for the war effort. It's propaganda as always. And what was you going to use a saucepan on? Or a knife? We got in memory of Alfred Hearn, born June the 23rd, 1808, and died September the 25th, 1889. Also his beloved wife Isabella, born July the 11th, 1820, and died November the 7th, 1899. And then also Catherine, second daughter of the above, died September 1932. Looks like aged 85. Next door is Henry Hills, who died at Alveston, March the 15th, 1909, aged 80, sorry. It looks like his lovely wife Anne, with the same address, died December the 7th, 1920, aged 81. An old one, Finn. A lovely line of fenced in. But unfortunately, none that we can actually read. There's something on this one. I can't read it that much. 1893, 1880. Can't really see it between the lichen and the ivy. Now that is cool. There we go. Let's see if we can find where this starts. Another memory. Francis, it looks like, who died January 8th, 1909, age 87. And also Alicia White, who died September the 3rd, 1915, age 82. It's a bench for the Burma Star Association for the Isle of Wight branch. But I've also been told by Church Warden Jackie and their friend that these plaques are from other survivors of the Burma War, and these were put down there after they had passed. That's Harry Coughlin, the 15th of the 6th, 1919 to 19th of the 1st, 2007, and his wife, Muriel Helen Coughlin, 6th of March 1920 to the 21st of July 2002. None of these need cleaning up, obviously. There's probably something just found this on the wall. It's a stone marker. I can't quite catch the name, so hopefully it'll catch it up on there, but it's in the year of 1591. This is the window on the other side of where we see the dragon's head, the Saxon dragon head, so yeah, we can definitely see that this is a new window from time. Looking at the brickwork and considering to the old brickwork. See the lichen and everything on it. There's that one. Still clean. Bertha Angel, sister of the above, who passed away at Dublin, October the 25th, 1910, aged 25. So sad. What have we got here? This is Eliza. Lovely cross sticking out there. Eliza looks like the wife of Henry Orchard. Not really read much. 49th year in Henry and South. 30th of April 1934, age 84. Now this does look extremely old. This one, now, for you that read, I don't mean that rude, I mean for those that read books, this is one of the famous stories. This is the grave of the dairyman's daughter, Elizabeth Waldridge. So I mean, it could be a case of pausing. It's rather small to read. Elizabeth Waldridge was born in the late 18th century at Hale Common. She was known for a quiet, pious lifestyle, but she tragically died young in 1808 of consumption, aged just 31. Her life was immortalised and romanticised by the Reverend Lee Richmond in his book Annual of the Poor, and she became something of a celebrity. A tombstone can be found behind the church outside the north wall of the chancel. In 1833, the Duchess of Kent and her daughter Princess Victoria took up residence at Norris Castle. They were able to enjoy the delightful scenery of the island, taking long walks alone. On one occasion, a tourist strolled into the old churchyard at Arreton to search out the grave of Elizabeth Waldridge. Beside a grassy mound, he discovered a lady and a young girl seated, the latter reading out aloud in a full melodious voice the touching tale of the maiden. The tourist turned away and soon afterwards was told by the Saxon that the pilgrims to the humble grave were the Duchess of Kent and her daughter, the Princess Victoria, the future Queen. Like I said earlier, I am sure that some of these stones are absolutely stunning in their time. Unfortunately, we're now sort of coming into the area back around the other end where it's not really the weather not looked after them. I mean, these here, I'd love to have seen what these look like. And there's two circles, it looks like curtains on the top. Or it could even be wings. There's even this one here next to it, which is obviously a family member because it's built the same, done the same way. But obviously that's a double, so I'd say that's mother and father and possibly a child. Don't know where that doesn't look like it's come from there unless that was part of the table. Yeah, that's in memory of Martha, daughter of William and Martha Rayner, Newport. She was born on 29th of May 1798 and died in 1826. You see, it's been restored. I love these ones. They're quite unique, especially for its time. Church building itself dates to the late Saxon period, with the earliest parts thought to be 10th century date. The west doorway, which is the one at the bottom down here, down there to the tower, is 10th century, which makes it Saxon. As in the small blocked window above it, which is there. It has a small block window above it. In the north chancel wall is another late Saxon window with traces of wall painting still clinging to the stone. The core of the church may be the late Saxon and early Norman, but around 1200 the north aisle was added. I have noticed there's no clock on this one that I can see. I do know that this also book has been put in, it is in the Doomsday, so that gives you an idea of how old. I mean, isn't it? That must be an old barn now, which is to do with the church as well. I think it's obviously their storeroom, something, but beautiful cottages overlooking. Idyllic, lovely little area. Of course, you know me, I can't go somewhere without finding a war memorial. In the memory of the men of Arraton who gave their lives for their country in the Great War, 1914 and 1919. That's it from St George's in Arraton on the Isle of Wight. I hope you enjoyed the journey along with me. 2 days have been here to check it, and more help from the wonderful people here, the Church Warden Jackie. And that there is the coach house. It used to be where they kept the horses.